What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So me and Heidi finally got back into the States. We've been in the Dominican Republic for the last 10 days, so I apologize for not posting the last couple of weeks. But my original plan was to go to Smith Mountain today and crack them. They've been absolutely crushing them there. But we are back here on Claytor Lake. I'm not really expecting too much to go down. The conditions are beautiful. It's 65 degrees, the wind's blowing, the water does have some stain to it. So with that in mind, I'm going to fish shallow today for the most part. I'm gonna go put a crankbait in my hands and just go down the bank. So y'all stay tuned. Let's get the boat in the water and let's go have some fun. All right, y'all, we have made it to the water here. And I don't know if y'all can tell or not, but it is rocking and rolling out here. It is windy, which hopefully is a good thing. So I'm gonna sit here and rig up my Alabama rig here. And I'm just gonna put the trolling motor down and just go. And this is Claytor Lake. It is not the best fishery by any stretch of the imagination. So any fish today will be a bonus. This is gonna take me a minute to rig up, so y'all bear with me. And we'll get the fishing here shortly. Don't know why I got that feeling. That crankbait might be a player. All right, y'all, I've got a rock crawler 55 on here, which we'll use at a later date. But right now, we're gonna tie on something that runs a little bit more shallow. I'm gonna throw a DT6 in the Demon color. All right, y'all. So I've got obviously the DT6 in the Demon color. I've swapped out the hooks with Gamakatsu G Finesse number 3s. I've got 10-pound line on here. And John Cruz squareable rod from Cashin. So let's go see what we can do. There we go. That didn't take long, y'all. And he got off. That was the third cast, and we had a bite. It's one thing that I have learned over the years. If you get fresh mud that comes down on a body of water, like say you get a big storm or rain and it gets muddy, the fish won't get acclimated to it and pull up on the bank for a few days. So just keep that in mind if you have fresh mud. Wow. Guys, that's 2 bites in the last couple of minutes. It's a nice spotted bass. So I think we're on to something. I say that we've had 2 bites, but nice little start right there. That fish is cold, boy. Well, we got us one. Let's get another one. All right, y'all. So now that we know that they're eating a crankbait, I'm just gonna break down a little bit why I choose, this Demon color just to start with. For y'all that don't know, in the springtime, red is a really good color for whatever the reason may be. And this DT6 is just a great all-around bait. You can just pick it up, go down the bank, and catch fish with it, and that's what we're gonna try to do today. So next time y'all go out and you're at a new body of water, or you're at Claytor Lake, which is not a very good lake to fish normally, just pick up a DT6 and go down the bank. And I don't know if y'all can see or not, but the wind is blowing 90 degrees on this bank right here. Water temp's 48 degrees out here on the main lake. There's another one, y'all. Big one. They're eating it. Oh yeah, it's a nice largemouth. next cast after that last one, that's when you know you're on to something. I mean, look at how he ate that. That's when you know that they want it. That is a beautiful thing. That's a nice 3-pound largemouth, which I'm gonna tell y'all right now on Claytor Lake, that's a dandy. Woo! DT6, baby. We just got started out here too. That fish is shaped funny, I'll tell you that. Anyways, let's get back after it. All right, you guys. So, we have moved up the lake and the water clarity is getting clearer. So, what this tells me is I need to go the other direction down towards the lower end of the lake where it's still dingy. I'm not saying we're not gonna get bit up here doing this. There's still a little bit of color, but my gut tells me to fish this bank that I came up here to fish and then shoot back down the lake and find some stuff down that way. Maybe we'll get our trifecta. Every time I hit a rock or something, you get that jolt. You think there's gonna be a fish on there. I do have a confession to make. The only reason I came over here is that me and Heidi were walking on the trail a few days ago and I watched a guy miss one right here. No shame in that game. I have to switch back to that rock crawler. If you're not touching the bottom at all, I'm not saying you can't catch them. Your odds just go down. So, let's go ahead and get this puppy home. That's a big one. That's a big fish, y'all. I knew it. That longer cast. Oh, it's fat. Whoa, we got our trifecta, y'all. It's a smallmouth. Nice smallmouth here. Ah, look at there. We got our trifecta today. And it ate it too. So, that thing pummeled it. So there's a nice, we're gonna catch one bigger than that, but we've caught all 3 species so far today, so let's get back after it. Thanks, girl. That last smallmouth that I caught was off of the main lake, so we're on the main lake right now. If we don't get bit in the next, I don't know, 100 yards or so, we're going back in a creek. I mean, it's that time of year where those fish will start pushing back on those secondary points and headed back into the creeks. All right, we're making a move. I'm just not feeling it. I feel like we need to get back into these creeks a little bit. Y'all know when you're throwing a crankbait, you can just feel it digging. You're just waiting for it to go. Still waiting on big girl, Bertha. There he is. It's a monster smallmouth. That's a 5-pounder. I knew to stop on this. Oh, that's a giant. Please don't lose it. Please don't lose it. This is a monster fish. I saw this bank. Oh, that's so strong. I saw this bank coming down the lake and just, oh, that's a giant fish. Oh, she's barely hooked. No, she ate it. Oh, I gotta go to the back to land this one, y'all. Oh my God, I got her. You guys. Sheba. It's a giant. Whew. to that bass, you guys. Oh, that's a nice fish. Thank you, girl. Remember our motto, y'all. If it looks good, fish it. And y'all saw what just happened. I mean, I just caught a smallmouth that was almost 5 pounds just from looking at a bank and being like, that looks good, let's go fish that. So don't ever second guess yourself. If it looks good, fish it. So we made a little bit of a move. We're back in a creek about midway back. I'm gonna fish. I'm gonna start midway and then head to the very back and just see if I run into anything. Crank City. You guys, I'm not gonna say we got lucky, because looking at the watercolor, the conditions, the time of year, it's time to throw a crankbait. It's time to throw a red crankbait. But we got on that bite super quick. We've been out here for 2 hours and we've done some pretty good damage, which is exciting. My expectations for today were not nearly this good. Here's another big one. That's a giant. This is a big fish. This is a huge fish. This might be a, what is this? Oh my God, it's a giant. It's a giant. Giant bass. Oh, that's so strong. Oh my God. Another 5-pound smallmouth. Oh my God, it's huge. Oh my God, it's huge. Oh man. I'm sure a lot of y'all out there are like, man, why don't you use a net? That takes the fun out of it. Nope. Oh my God. Oh God. Come on. Oh my God. You guys, look at that. Oh man. Look at that, baby. Spro rock crawler. Another almost 5-pounder. I'm not even gonna weigh this fish, but it's another stud. Oh, look at that. What a beautiful, beautiful fish. Man, you guys, it does not get much better than that. I mean, these fish are healthy, fat smallmouth. I haven't had a day like this in a long time. Let's get her back in the water, you guys. And I'm gonna give y'all one of my pet peeves. I see a lot of people either on YouTube, Instagram, whatever. People even do it during the freaking spawn, which is just, should not do it. A lot of people will put all the fish in their live wells to get what I call a dick pic, or a picture at the end of the day with them holding up their 5 best fish. You're not that cool. Don't do that. Put the fish back where they go. Unless you're in a tournament. If you're in a tournament, that's a different thing, but no one really cares that much, you guys, trust me. So just put them back where they go. All right, you guys, we're gonna call that a wrap for the day. I'm just gonna do a little recap here on what baits caught them today, what size line, the rods, the reels, and hopefully y'all can get out there sometime early this spring and do some crankbait fishing, because as y'all could see, today was epic. We caught some big fish, and if we stayed out here longer, we probably could just decimate the bass today. But let's get into the one that caught the big fish today. This is the Spro Rock Crawler 55 in red bug. So so y'all can get a good close-up of it here. You can see the teeth marks all over that guy from today. But it's got basically like an olive green back, and it's a reddish orange hue, you know, red bug. I've got it paired with 10-pound Sunline FC Sniper, and I'm using the John Cruz Signature Series deep crank rod from Cashin. It's a 711 moderate action. This is my favorite rod to use with this particular bait. Anything less than that, I'm gonna use the square bill rod from Cashin. This bait, you know, you can get it 12, 13 feet down, and that seemed to be the depth zone that those fish were in, and it seemed like that the fish, like my crankbait, would be bouncing off the bottom, you know, digging, and as soon as it would come off of that little ledge, bam, they'd hammer it. So that was the big fish catcher today. Oh, and the reel. This is just a Tatula SV, 6:3-to-1 gear ratio, and yep, that's that. Oh, and the hooks. These are Gamakatsu #3 G Finesse hooks. I always change those out, but with all the Spro products, they come with Gamakatsu hooks, so you don't necessarily have to change them. All right, the second rod and reel and lure is the DT6 in the Demon color. That is just a classic early spring crankbait. I mean, it catches them all over the country. I've also got this paired with 10-pound Sunline FC Sniper. I've got #3 G Finesse hooks on there. Now, I mentioned this earlier, this reel is the new Tatula SV70. This is just an awesome little reel. It's lightweight, you know, you can fling it around. It casts a mile. This is a 7-to-1 gear ratio reel. I like with my square bills and my you know, smaller crankbaits, I like to reel them faster. You know, I like to burn them. So I use a 7-to-1 for my smaller crankbaits, and this rod is a 7-to-1, I believe. No, 7-foot moderate fast square bill rod from Cashin. It's a great rod. I use it for my jerk baits as well. So I hope y'all enjoyed the video. This was way more epic than I anticipated it to be, and I think we found our motto, you guys. And our motto is gonna be, if it looks good, go fish it. That's it. If it looks good, go fish it. Thank y'all for watching. We'll see y'all in the next video.